Man, what's up? What's happening? You already know who it is and what it is. Your boy Q Walker, aka Nephew Q. And if your first time tuning in, it's Beyond the Game. And I got the fellas joining me. I got my guy, yo boy Rap. Rap, go introduce yourself, Rap, man.
Hey, what's up, world? Let's get to it.
And then we got below me, Giannis's biggest fan,
Number one.
BMF legend. As a matter of fact, Ralph, you don't know this, but me and Chuck, we talked about this beforehand. He actually told me right now he has rated his top five, right?
Okay.
He has MJ, he has Kobe, he has LeBron, and then he has Giannis as his top five all time.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It shocked the hell out of me too, man. But anyways, be legend. Go introduce yourself to the people, man.
Ralph, you would be a fool if you didn't do that.
I can't do it.
We can't believe nothing like that. But glad to see y'all. It's a good Monday afternoon.
For sure.
Hey, Ralph, all I know is I got a champion. At the Monday show, I got a championship. I got an NBA Finals MVP. Hold on, Ralph. And he put up a 50 ball in the closeout game.
Oh, you talking about Giannis? Oh.
That's all I know. That's all I know. You know what?
That's your guy. I love how you transition. I love it. I guess since Uncle Shay getting hip surgery, I guess you can just jump over Giannis so Uncle don't know what you're doing. Uncle watching though.
My guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, came out with a 50 ball, averaged 32, 12, and 6 in the NBA Finals, shot 61% from the field. So let's talk about the NBA Finals real quick. Ralph, what was your thoughts on Game 6 and the Bucks championship? What was your thoughts on the whole thing, man?
Overall, I wasn't going for the Bucks, so I'm not going to front and say I had the Bucks winning it all. I still was hoping that the Suns would find a way to pull it out. I feel like Giannis played great. Middleton did what he had to do in the games he had to do it in. Holiday came through. Chris Paul kind of disappointed a lot of us. The turnovers, I didn't like that in the most crucial time of the year. Devin Booker played great.
Did he?
I think he did. He made some crucial mistakes here and there, but
he's a UK kid, so he's prone.
Overall, I think Devin Booker played great, but shout out to the Bucks, man. The Bucks deserved it. They played well all season. They've been one of the top teams all season. Giannis been one of the top players in the NBA all season. So shout out to the Bucks, man. 50 piece on them in the finals, in the final game of the season. That's how you go out. And Giannis has never been a great free throw shooter, and I think he went 15 to 17.
17 to 19.
17 to 19. Yeah, he only missed 2 free throws in the most crucial game. Again, that's why we got to give him his flowers, because this is when it matters. So, shout out to the Bucks, man.
I mean, all I know is for an unskilled dude, he went 17 to 19 to put up 60 points. I mean, 50 points. I don't know how you unskilled and do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it, Ralph. I don't understand it, Ralph. You know what I'm saying? But B Legend, what was your thoughts on Giannis, our guy Giannis, and his Game 6 performance and the Bucks championship? Watch his bullish here.
Well, I mean, like Ralph, I'm not gonna sit up here and make it seem like I picked the Bucks to win, because I didn't. But I did, as you roll the tape, I did pick them to win Game 5. Was it 6?
It was 5. It was 5.
6. Was it 5?
Yeah, it was 5 because we hadn't got to 6. Well, Monday show we was predicting Game 6. If that's what
yeah. So I predicted them to win Game 6, but I did not predict the Suns to win the Bucks to win the series. So but shout out to Giannis. He got his 50 points. They won. Boring series to me.
It was exciting, man. It was one of the most exciting series I've seen.
I'm being serious. I can only speak for myself. Because at the end of the day, I ain't got nothing against Giannis. I ain't got nothing against Chris Paul or anybody.
I can't tell.
Why? Because I don't put him in my top 5. Giannis ain't done nothing to me. So but it just wasn't.
Yeah,
it just wasn't that type of series. Like, I wasn't motivated to get home to come watch the series. Like before, if it was the Cavs and Golden State, or any of the other finals, you just oh man, it's finals. I'm gonna get home and watch the game. I truly didn't even turn that game on until the middle of the third quarter. because I just wasn't excited, about it. But because I didn't care who really won, But shout out to Giannis. He got him one. The Bucks won.
You didn't tune into the third quarter to see Junior GOAT?
To see who? Junior GOAT?
Wow, this guy.
He's Junior GOAT now?
Junior GOAT?
Wow. Come on, kid. Slow down, bro.
Junior GOAT.
That train's moving too fast. Slow down.
It's really interesting since we want to go down this path. I think it's really interesting that we had these type of conversations because I think everybody, well, I know it's two people down here at the bottom that know for a fact that if the Nets were healthy, this would have never happened. And as we were arguing on the book and everything else, all of a sudden Giannis wins and he's just, this immaculate player. I mean, come on, guys.
He is. Hey, Reginald, man, I told you to hit me up numerous times whenever you want to come on the show, bro.
If Reggie trying to come in here and talk about Giannis, he can't come on here. Reggie, we're not taking
he ain't the Giannis fan. Man.
Oh, okay, because we ain't taking no Giannis, grabbing his crotch type people. We're not doing that.
Hey, Ralph, I don't understand why there's such Giannis hate, man.
There is no Giannis hate. I mean, it's just that y'all, you all. It's like all of a sudden.
You gotta be realistic, man.
Yeah, I mean, this dude all of a sudden, he's the best player on the planet.
I didn't go that far. I didn't say that.
Were you guys saying that last year when he got bounced in the second round by Miami? No, it was completely different. It was a different conversation. And he wouldn't have been there this year if the Nets was healthy. He wouldn't have been there.
Well,
they'd have been dogging them for not getting it.
Well, the conversation changes as the seasons go along. I mean, players are once
and I'm okay with
one
that.
way and then become another way the following season. So
I'm okay with
my
that.
argument isn't putting Giannis in the top 5 or he's this all-time great player, but I'm going to give him respect based on the players. No. Hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. Yeah, it is because what my argument was is that he was better than Anthony Davis. That's my argument at this point in his career that he's better than Anthony Davis. When we talked about that top 5, I said 6 or 7. I'll put him somewhere in that range.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure we get that on record. You say 6.
Yeah, but I mean, who you gonna put above Giannis? If you're putting the Claw or Kawhi Leonard above Giannis, then we're not having a conversation. Kawhi Leonard at this point is not better than Giannis.
So let me ask you a question. If you want to look at it from that perspective, because I'm not a big Kawhi fan, so I could say this. So you trying to tell me that you're gonna rather have Giannis over Kawhi?
Absolutely. He's not a good teammate. I do not want Kawhi on my team.
So you gonna have to.
And for one, I've been on Kawhi's bandwagon.
So in the finals game, you're gonna take Giannis over Kawhi?
No.
At this point, heck yeah. I want to say I want to cuss, but I ain't gonna cuss.
Q.
Let it out, Ralph. Go
ahead. Would you take Kawhi over Giannis?
Did you say me or Daniel?
I said
Q got Kawhi in his top 5. So
I got him in my top 5, but I got.
I know, but I'm asking you in the finals game.
Yeah.
If the money's on the line.
Money on the line.
You take a Giannis over Kawhi.
Give me Giannis Bartholomew Antetokounmpo.
Okay. Come on, bro.
Hey, we saw how that played out last year. Or the year before.
Y'all keep going back to last year.
That's what I'm saying.
Season just ended last week. Like y'all keep harping back on last year.
But I'm not giving somebody credit in a season where every top contending team star player got hurt.
That's not his fault.
That's not his fault.
I know. And I'm also not
saying that it is his fault.
But I'm not going to give him credit unless you go through the real gauntlet. Like, cool, you won. You won.
This is the only question I got. This is the only question I got for you, Ralph. We understand it ain't his fault. We understand that's just the way that the dice roll. Guys were hurt. Let's put that to the side. Let's agree with that, right?
You got to run it back next year.
This is the only question that I have for you.
Did the Lakers run it back?
If everybody was healthy, do you really think Milwaukee wins the title?
But why does that matter?
Why does that matter?
Why does it matter? Because y'all not gonna go back to the Lakers last year and say, I mean, the only person I heard say it was Daniel. I know. That's what I was gonna say. The only person I heard say it was Daniel. The only reason the Lakers won last year is because of the bubble. They wouldn't have won if it wasn't for the bubble.
Oh, they won because of the bubble.
So exactly. But you want to give me
how you feel about
Giannis only won because of injuries.
I'm done fighting that bubble talk, but you can go back to almost every NBA playoff history, and top teams have lost top players or top role players. Like we keep acting like
not
this.
Everybody though,
huh?
Not everybody at the same time.
Okay, go back and look at the Golden State Warriors 2015 playoff run, and every series a major point guard was down. Whether it's Mike Conley, he was hurt, and they went to the NBA championship. And what happened the very next year? LeBron knocked him off. So are we going to say
East and the West?
But see, that's my point. See, now it's about the East and the West. I thought it was about beating who's in front of you.
Even when the Warriors played who they played, the Spurs.
The Spurs.
And oh boy, Steph put his foot out and Kawhi Leonard put his ankle up. Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. Let's count everybody.
But Kawhi ain't in your top 5, so he don't count.
I'm not a fan of Kawhi Leonard at this point.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
It does matter. It
matters for the sake of the argument that you're making, though. Y'all want to say injuries are the only reason the Bucks won? Man, he put up a 50-piece, bro. Like he shot 80% from the free throw line.
I'm okay with that. Like I said in my beginning statement, I give props to Giannis. He put up 50. They won the game. That's fine. But y'all want to try to get on my case because I'm not putting him in the top 5. But he's not in the top 5. He's not, and you know that, Ralph. Q wants to say something different. That's fine.
That's good. But he's better than Anthony Davis right now.
But see, that's what I don't understand.
And that's fine.
That's my only point.
That we give every other superstar the opportunity to play himself into a top 5, but with Giannis, he ain't top 5, even though he just won MVP.
I'm just
let
saying
him win it next year. It's gonna be a reason why he won it.
To me,
watch this, legend. Watch this, legend. So look, the reason why y'all saying Giannis is better than Anthony Davis is because. It's not because of injuries, because that's not his fault. All right, cool. Well, then we just gonna throw Anthony Davis's injuries out. Then what you got to say? Because it ain't Anthony Davis's fault. He keeps getting hurt,
and he got to do something.
He got to do something. Anthony Davis is better than Giannis.
Man, but he got to do it.
You can't use injuries as an excuse because injuries don't matter. Clearly, I'm just going by what y'all said.
I think we can go around keep going around and round about this one. I mean, you're going to feel the way you feel. I just want to give Giannis his flowers. He may not be a top 5. I give y'all that. But
I'm not saying he's weak. I don't like that.
He ain't weak.
I gave him his flowers.
Are you at least going to say he's top 10? If y'all don't say
he's top 10. No question.
He's top 10.
So top 5?
No.
10.
Top 7. Hey, what's y'all top 5 then?
I mean, you already know what I'm going
Harden.
Yeah, so you already know. Ain't no reason to even ask me because I'm
Harden, but KD,
LeBron, that's top 3.
AD,
you can go.
AD's not better than Luka.
Clay.
I was going.
Clay. What?
You got Clay in your top 5?
I'm just naming 7. I didn't say top 5.
Okay.
Some people gonna have Steph.
B Legend.
I like Luka.
Harden
because Luka can do more.
I know B Legend is not saying Klay Thomas. I'm just it's better than
what?
If you got Klay Thompson in your top 5, you got the Greek freak.
Oh no. First of all, let's get it clear. Let's make sure I give clarity. Klay Thompson is not my top 5.
Okay.
Cool.
Hey, you got him better than Giannis though.
I didn't say no. I'm not saying
okay. You just threw that name out there.
I just threw that name out there. It messed me up. I'm like, dang, you got
nah.
According to somebody in the group, Klay Thompson is the best shooting guard in the NBA. I'm just letting you know.
He ain't better than James. I ain't gonna give him that, man.
So are we putting James Harden as a shooting guard or a point guard though?
He's still a shooting guard to me.
It don't matter what
he's played most of his career as a shooting guard.
Yeah, he's still a shooting guard to me.
So
Q, I told you not to bring a subject. I
don't even.
One last topic though, and this topic is for Daniel. I have a clip right here of Giannis at the press. Look at B-Legend's face at the press conference, and I want to get y'all thoughts on what y'all think that Giannis meant by this.
Obviously, I wanted to get the job done. But that's my stubborn side. Like it's easy to go somewhere and go and win a championship with somebody else. It's easy. I could go. I don't want to put anybody in the spot, but I could go to a super team, and just do my part and win a championship. Still one. But this is the hard way to do it, and this is the way I chose to do it, and we did it. Fucking did it. We did it, man.
Jim on the front right.
Yeah, you did it because everybody was hurt. Oh, I'm sorry.
He did it because he. Hold on, hey Ralph, didn't the Nets beat the Bucks in game? What was that, 6? Didn't KD beat the Nets? I mean, didn't KD beat the Bucks? So apparently they could have beat them. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So anyways, Giannis throws a shot. I want to get y'all thoughts on that clip. I think he personally was throwing a shot at LeBron and KD. Other people think differently. So I want to get y'all thoughts and opinions. Who do y'all think Giannis was talking to, and what do y'all make of that clip? Daniel, I know you really want to get into this. So I'm going to let you
let him cook. Let him cook.
I'm going to let him cook last on this. But Ralph, what do you make of that, and who you think he was talking to?
Tell him how you really feel, Giannis. He's talking to KD. Now, let's start off. He's talking to your boy Q, LeBron.
I think he's talking to LeBron.
KD. And he's talking to Harden a little bit because he kind of did the same thing. He went kind of the same path. And truthfully, he decided not to go start a super team, and he still found a way to win. I'm sure y'all going to say it's because of injuries. It's the only way he won. We can argue about that till our face turns blue. But it was basically talking to those superstars who chose the easy route, as some will say, and went to a team that already had superstars and made it happen. So I would say definitely those top 3 people are exactly who he's pointing that finger at.
What about you, B Legend? What do you make of it? Who you think he's talking to?
Well, I think in order who he's talking to, I think he's talking to KD, number 1. I think number 2, he's talking to James Harden just because James Harden, was talking that noise. So I think he's coming at him. And I think he's throwing a shot at LeBron. I don't think that it's just like aggressively at LeBron, but LeBron falls into that category. So I think subliminally, yeah, he's throwing something at LeBron as well. But I also think he's throwing something. He's talking to the league, because what has the league been talking about? What have we been talking about? For the longest period of time, you only gonna win by what? Building super teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes out and depends on how you look at it. Okay, well, he wins. He ain't got a super team. So then I said to myself when I'm listening to that, I said, well, so what are you trying to say? You trying to say Drew and Chris Middleton? I mean, are they busters? I mean, are they garbage players? No. I know that's not what he's saying, right? I know he's not saying that, but I'm just saying you can't sit there and say that those guys ain't good ball players. Now, because they're not household names, because they're not considered, superstars by everybody. I guess they can't be a super team. But last time I checked, they both over there in Japan getting their butts whooped, right?
Yeah. You're right about that.
They both Olympians, right? I mean, in order for you to be an Olympian, you got to be
halfway decent.
Yeah. Hold on, them. They got JaVale McGee.
Hold on. They were Olympians before they won the title, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So I'm just
saying,
they
made the team.
Mm-hmm. My bad.
So I'm just saying, Giannis, you're not making it seem like, okay, you're the only guy, even though he didn't say this, but you weren't the only guy on that team. You had help, young man. I mean, these super teams, even with the Heat, with LeBron and D Wade and Chris Bosh, you had them, and then you just had all these other guys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When LeBron was with Cleveland, you had him and Kyrie, and then you had all these other guys. When you had Steph, well, you can't. Now, when KD went there, that just changed everything because you just can't. I mean, that was just a dumpster fire. I mean, everybody, KD went there, you knew what was going to happen. So that was clearly a super team, right? So, I mean, I just think big picture. I think he put those guys. He was talking to those guys, but I also think he was just talking to the league. I think he was just letting the league know, hey, you can do it. You ain't got to have a super team just to win the title. And that was his thought process. But I just want to let it be known, those guys you playing with, they ain't busters, man. They good ball players too.
Nah, they ain't junior GOAT, but they pretty good. Daniel, man, what was
stop saying that.
what did you make of Giannis's comments, and who do you think he was talking to?
First things first. I hate when he's doing better, but I hate when the UFC guys do it too. They act like they don't know what to say because they're from another country, even though we know you understand English. Yeah. But anyway, that just rubs me the wrong way. But anyway, so I think he was talking to LeBron, maybe a little slight at Kawhi, Paul George. I mean, everybody, really. LeBron, Kevin Durant, everybody that's been on a super team and won. I don't know if you can. Maybe it's even more of a slight to James Harden because he joined a super team. They all got hurt, so he didn't win joining the super team. But Chris Middleton is what, 2 or 3-time All-Star? I think 2.
I think 2.
Drew Holiday is first team All Defense twice, and an All-Star. So for him to just say, "Oh, you don't have to do that," like if it was just him and Chris Middleton, they would have been gone. Because every time Chris Middleton had a bad game, Drew Holiday had 20, 25, 30. So I mean, you had a damn near a super team. You just didn't have another superstar and then an all-star. You just had 2 all-star caliber players. But similar to what B Legend said, he said one thing I didn't like because they didn't have Kevin Love for a couple of those years in Cleveland. And he's an all-star. But I mean, I think you can do it that way, but you got to have at least 3 all-star level players. We know Giannis is a superstar. He had 2 all-star level players.
He's decent.
I mean, same thing with Warriors. You had 2 superstars, then you had an all-star.
Thank you.
Same thing with Brooklyn. The only reason why Brooklyn's overkill is because Kyrie Irving is that close, in my opinion, to being a superstar.
I think he's a superstar.
Me too.
I mean, he could. So some people is, some people he's not, but he's definitely a perennial all-star. And to some people, he's right on the cusp. Or some people, he is a superstar. So it is what it is. Miami, it was the same thing, similar. For that time, Miami was the closest thing we've seen to Brooklyn. 2 superstars, without a doubt. Then you got a perennial all-star and Chris Bosh, who was getting buckets. Even if you can take away he was on a losing team averaging 26, 27, but he was still good for 20 playing third option. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. He just wants to pound his chest a little bit, but try to do it humbly, and that's what it is.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because like I said, you know how I felt about the Lakers in the bubble last year. If the Lakers had went at least to the conference finals this year, I'd have been like, all right, now let's see what they do next year. Because you're talking now with all these injuries. Even if people do get hurt next year, everybody, the Nets, Suns, Lakers, I mean, everybody's not going to get hurt. So we're going to see what you do next year.
Clippers ain't going to be healthy. We can go ahead and write that down. Clippers is a wrap.
Ain't nobody worry about the Clippers no more, bro. They irrelevant.
You know what the Clippers, Ralph?
They almost fulfilled our prophecy this year, man.
Wait a minute, hold on.
What was the reason why they did?
Hey, wait a minute, that guy right there.
That guy with the bad knees, man.
That guy right there.
Because of Kawhi.
Ralph, that guy right there.
Because of y'all top 5 players.
But I'm just saying, that
y'all
guy right
superstar.
There.
That's the reason why they didn't do it.
You was a Clipper lover.
Yeah, right.
No,
we had a conversation.
The reason why I say the Clippers because Kawhi just tore his ACL, so it ain't no telling when he's gonna come back. If he come back,
he didn't his ACL, was his MCL.
MCL, so it ain't no telling when and how long he's gonna recover. So I mean, and I don't think Paul George
playoff P, man. Chill out.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna go to the next topic because I ain't got time to fight with you today. We talking about Team USA, man. They just lost again to France the other day. The France went on a 16-2 run in the fourth quarter to close out Team USA. So, Daniel, I'll throw this over to you first, man. First question: who is to blame for Team USA struggles?
First things first, I got to start with Greg Popovich. I mean, I said it last week. I'm gonna say it again. Bradley Beal goes down, or he's sick, whatever happened. You like, I got Keldon Johnson on the Spurs. I think he'll be all right. Like, and then who did JaVale McGee fill in for?
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love, yeah. Who should have never been on the team.
I mean, Kevin Love is not 100%, but Kevin Love is still like a 14-10 guy. You go get JaVale McGee. This is not the NBA, so you don't have to use JaVale McGee. You got all these other stars. So what was the point of bringing him? Then I'm hearing that he's running the Spurs offense. So I get it. The NBA has other stars on every team. But my thing is, you haven't been in the playoffs in like 3 years. So why are you running your offense in the Olympics? So I'm hearing the players have a problem with that. And then third, of course, I blame all the stars because they're not playing no defense. Who was it? It wasn't Dragic. It was who just had 28?
Fournier.
Fournier. Fournier's all right, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't do nothing in the playoffs in America.
He's all right, but he ain't that guy.
Yeah, Evan Fournier goes for 28. Meanwhile, you go look at Team USA. KD's got like 14.
Terrible.
Damian Lillard's got like 10. So I mean, it's just defense because I mean they equally shot horrible from three, but France just was like, well, we're gonna stop shooting threes and start driving, and USA ain't playing no defense. It is what it is because I don't blame them for the Nigeria loss because they hit 20-something threes. I mean, ain't nothing you can do when a team does that. But the game the other day, there's no excuse. They just not playing defense, and I think part of it is nobody wants to get hurt in the Olympics, so we're gonna shoot a lot of jump shots. Because I'm not trying to miss the NBA season. And part of it is just the same thing I said about the Blazers. They averaged 122 points and lose in the first round because they don't play no defense. So you can't expect Dan to play D. Kevin Durant will play D, but part of his defense is also a defensive scheme.
Yeah.
But nobody else on that team plays either, Draymond and JaVale McGee. So I blame the players and the coaching.
I'm right there with you, D. I blame more so Coach Pop. Hold on. Let me back this up. I blame Jerry Colangelo and Coach Pop for putting this roster together.
Absolutely.
I blame Jerry Colangelo because he picked Coach Pop just off of pedigree. He didn't pick Coach Pop thinking, okay, this is the right coach to coach against FIBA international type of basketball. He just picked Coach Pop. Okay, he got 5 rings. He's coached Tim Duncan, Parker, Ginobili, blah, blah, blah. But like you said, he's missed the playoffs the past 3 years. So, I mean, is he really that? I mean, I understand, like, man, but anyways, I feel like they could have went in another direction with a coach that is better for international ball. And then, like you said, the reports out of players are upset at Coach Popovich's Spurs system, which everybody knows is slowed down. Like, man, we got all these killers out here and we doing all this. Nah, let's get the ball into KD's hands, Dame's, and let them go. Let them do what they do. Like, you trying to constrict their game. I don't know if y'all watched the game yesterday. It was a whole bunch of spot up shooting. Like, it wasn't a lot of driving to the basket. It wasn't a lot of motion. I don't know what the hell was going on out there, but Coach Pop is probably like 90% of the problem. 10% of the problem is, like Daniel said, the players. They act like they don't even want to be there. They act like they don't even really get along with each other. When they out there playing, they all lethargic. They all just like, man, you know, it's whatever. If we win, we win. We don't, we don't. And then half the time, the players don't know their roles, which is where Coach Pop and leadership needs to come into play. Coach Pop should have set everybody down, said, okay, this is your role. This is your role. This is who you are. This is who you are. You got Dame and everybody else don't know when to shoot the ball because don't nobody know their damn roles out there. So everybody's scared to shoot the ball, don't know when to shoot the ball. That's Coach Pop for you, man. But so I blame 90% Coach Pop, 5% Jerry Colangelo, 5% players. Ralph, what you think, man? Who's to blame?
Man, I mean, how do I just add on and pound on to what y'all just now said? I think y'all kind of hit it on the nose. I mean, for one, it's the coaching. 2, now I'm gonna go back and say it's number 1. I just don't like the effort that this team is playing with. They don't act like they want to be there. There is no leadership. So when your best player acts like he doesn't want to be there, that's definitely going to trickle down to everybody else. Me personally, I do think KD is the best player, but sometimes I just don't see it out there. I mean, I know KD just wants the ball, but sometimes, man, you got to step up and be that leader that this team needs. We all know that this team doesn't have the best players from the NBA right now. One of your top players, like Luka, is on a totally different team because he's from a different country. You don't have James Harden. You don't have the LeBron James. For me, I understand LeBron had a movie to promote, but I just wish LeBron James would have been there for the veteran leadership that they need. They just need somebody to kind of gather them together and be like, look, we got to do this to get it done, and this is what's going to have to be done. I know you can change the coaching, but, I mean, you can only fault Pop so much. He hasn't had time to even implement his system. The only person who really knows his system is Keldon Johnson. So, I mean, and that tells you everything. So, I mean, it's just so much that we can say. But for me, it's just like the effort that these guys are playing with. I don't like it. And they need somebody to step up, and you would hope that it's going to be KD, but I think that's going to be the reason why they lose. And I want to give our shout out to Legend, because Legend called this last week.
He did.
He said the panic button was there, and he had his hand on it, and he wasn't letting it go. And I'm panicking right now. I do not think the USA will win gold, and USA may not even medal in this Olympics. So. Hey, man, go ahead, Legend.
Y'all talked about how before I let you cook be. You talked about veteran leadership like LeBron and James Harden. I had this conversation with somebody in the group I think it was yesterday after they lost, and they made that same point. And my point was, LeBron is 36, Steph is 32, James Harden is 32, KD is 32. Like the players that we want to send over there are quote unquote too old to be trying to put that much mileage on their legs. So we can't keep relying on them to save us. So we got to go to these type of players and hope that they can bring home the gold. And I mean,
we in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't have, and I know a lot can change in the next 3 years, but we don't have another Kobe coming up. We don't have another LeBron coming up. We don't have another KD. We don't have another James Harden. Like these ultra superstar type of guys who can come in and set the tone for everybody. Go ahead, David.
I was saying Luka, but I mean that's for the NBA, not for the Olympics.
But that's why I said
Luka, like we don't have those type of guys coming up the pipe. And like I said, 3 years, a lot can change, but I just don't see nobody that's gonna be up on that type of level that can take Team USA, be like, nah, this is how we gonna do it. This is how we gonna win this ball game. So from now, we gonna be dealing with the Zach LaVines, the Keldon Johnsons, the Dames, which ain't nothing wrong with Dame, but he's 32, the Dame Lillards, the Draymond Greens, the Bam Adebayos. These are the type of teams we about to start sending from here on out. But go ahead, Legend, you got it.
So you guys want to talk about Pop and talk about Colangelo. Well, the reason why I ain't putting no blame on them is because what were they going to do? Who's they going to pick? I mean, everybody's hurt. Who they going to pick?
They might not necessarily been able to pick the top echelon, but pick guys that would fit together instead of just picking.
I'm good with that. But here's my thing. At the end of the day, these guys play ball. I ain't blaming Colangelo or Popovich. I'm blaming them.
Yeah.
Because they don't play no defense. I'm blaming the NBA because what has the NBA done? The NBA has changed the structure of the game where you can't play defense anyway. Yep. So these guys ain't used to playing no defense anyway.
And the game is physical over.
Right.
Yep.
And so you want to speed the game up. You want more points scored. You want more threes shot. That's what they want to do in the NBA. So they changed the game, the way the game is played. They changed the culture of the game. Like I told you guys last week, what's happening? You got these guys that, these centers that come into the game where these guys are shooting threes. That's what their game is. That's fine. Well, even over in international play, those guys are shooting threes too. But guess what? They can go in the box.
Absolutely.
Right? AD don't want to go in the box. What you mean you don't want to go in the box, AD? That don't make sense. But he want to stand out there and shoot threes all the time, right? All right. So I'm just saying the evolution of the game has changed a lot, right? So now we are where we are, and now you're over there and you're getting hammered. And you're going to keep on getting hammered because those guys are going to pound you and pound you and pound you, and you ain't used to playing no defense. LeBron, okay, if LeBron's there, what's LeBron going to do? LeBron, all you can hope for him to do is motivate those guys to play defense. Better. But here's my point. KD, you like to get buckets, don't you? You just went out there and dropped what you drop on the Bucks. You just went out there
49, I think it was.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
KD, you could drop buckets. Dame, you could drop buckets. A lot of those dudes can drop buckets. Mm-hmm. So I'm not falling for that. Well, it's the system because those dudes can break the system at any point in time and go for 50.
Yeah.
For 50. So they can go around here and pass the ball over this guy and that guy. Look, if y'all want to win, drop buckets.
Facts.
You want to hoop? Go hoop.
Facts.
But see that goes back to Greg Popovich. I think they respect him so much they scared to go outside of his system and just like, man, that's all that, man. Let's go hoop, bro.
Go hoop.
That's my point. You still got to knock down the shots when you get them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm not going to let the onus off of those players. Those players can hoop. Let's not get this thing misunderstood. They can hoop. Devin Booker, he can hoop. KD can hoop.
It's like we forget Jason Tatum's even on the team. He can hoop. Like
these boys can
where's
hoop.
He been at?
LaVine drops 40.
So then what is the damn problem then? If we got all these killers, then what's the problem?
They don't play no defense. They don't play. So when the game slows down, when Luka and them guys come out there, and Luka's gonna drop 40. They'll get him on the pick and roll.
48 and 11.
I can't wait for that game.
Y'all don't play no defense, so he gonna drop 40. Right? I mean, that's the problem. They don't play no defense. So unless they're gonna get some courage up inside of them and go out there and getting somebody's shit, then we ain't talking about nothing. It's gonna happen exactly the way that I told you. They won't win the go. They can hoop. Because even if you watch that game, They were winning the game with 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, Drew Holiday brought him back. Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with them scoring buckets. The hell with the offense. They can get buckets. They got to play defense.
Yeah.
They need Mike Brown, but he's coaching another country. So
Nigeria.
Yeah, they got to get buckets, man. I mean, they need to go out there, scratch all that. You can run pops, go get you some buckets, man. Because ain't you gonna tell me them boys can guard KD? I ain't buying it.
Nah,
I hope they lose. I hope they lose every Olympics for like 8 to 12 years. That way they'll think about changing the rules in the NBA to where you can actually touch somebody.
Yeah,
I'm tired of the flood.
I mean, these guys ain't used to playing no defense.
Yeah,
they ain't used to doing that. They out here playing in this soft league where they go out here and do all the stuff that they do. Can't nobody put their hands on. Can't nobody do nothing. Now
free flow basketball.
Now you go there in international competition. And now you're getting beat up.
And them boys is not scared. Them boys are not scared of the
You
US.
can't complain. You can't do nothing.
Yeah, they not scared over there, man.
They gonna go. You come in that hole. They gonna put a body on you.
Man, I don't know how. I don't know if y'all. Well, I know B. I know Daniel. I don't know if Ref, you got a chance to check the game yesterday. And I don't know if y'all paid attention to Kevin Durant. The reason why I say Kevin Durant is because they were so fit. When he was coming off of screens, they was putting elbows in the chest. They was putting the forearm in his chest. They was pushing. And the refs was just like, man, play on. Like, nah, you ain't getting none of that over here. And they was so physical with him yesterday. Go ahead.
You got to think about it. You got Rudy Gobert and you got Fournier. And what's the other guy that's on Friends? Batum. These are NBA players that they can't get away with it over here in the NBA. But they know when we go across seas, we can play a little bit more physical on y'all. See, y'all can get away with that little finesse stuff over here in the NBA. It's not gonna work over here. And that's like another part of it too.
It's just like
look at Patrick Beverly.
Yeah.
I mean, just
that's
like
how you made it.
Just like when you had the original Dream Team, you had guys like Barkley and this and that.
Absolutely.
You wasn't coming like you wasn't doing none of that stuff. You know, he made sure. That dude almost got in trouble because he hit that kid with that forearm. You know, in the team, but that's when you can play physical ball.
Absolutely.
They don't play physical ball now. And so they bring
goes
that
back to last week. What I said,
shout out to the
have a Kobe
GOAT.
Bryant in there to set the tone defensively to let everybody know this is how we gonna play defense. You don't play defense like this, we got a spot for you on the bench. They don't have no.
When you had the two GOATs, when you had Kobe and you had Jordan, those
come on now.
That played the game and played defense. They ain't kept Mama scaring no buckets. Who's the man? All right, I'm going over there getting him.
I'm glad that we talking about this right now. We talking about this soft league that LeBron's been playing in for the past, I don't know how many years. That's why Jordan's the better player. But we can go on to the next subject. I just want to throw it out there. I just want to throw it out there. I just want to put that out there.
We ain't got to touch that. Kobe do the same thing. We ain't got to touch
that. I'm sorry.
Enough about the third best player of all time, Michael Jordan. Let's go on to a little college basketball. But it's LeBron, Giannis, and then Jordan. But anyway, the SEC, there's a lot of shakeup going on. Oklahoma and Tennessee set to join the SEC in 2025. So, fellas, I throw this thing around. The SEC about to have the whole NCAA playing in that damn conference. I think Daniel had posted something about the ACC, had conversations about merging with the SEC, but I hope not. No, we good. We don't need that trash ass conference.
Y'all want them problems? Basketball season, y'all want them problems.
Guess
I was gonna say basketball, we run y'all. Football,
Hey, Ralph, guess what? I'm gonna say this one thing that I told this guy who used to play for UK.
Yeah.
I told him last week that OU and Texas was coming to the SEC. I said, guess what, man? Y'all didn't win the SEC before. Y'all damn sure ain't winning the SEC.
Man, I was just about to hit on that.
In a long because I told him like this. I said, as long as Georgia, Alabama, and LSU, and even Tennessee is in the SEC and Florida, UK football would never win in the SEC.
But one thing y'all never hear me talk about is Kentucky football.
They'll never win an SEC championship in football, right?
You're right.
You bring them two monsters in here,
it's a wrap.
If I was Kentucky, I'll petition to get the hell out.
I would do like Notre Dame. I would say basketball
money
for SEC, but football go independent.
Just like Notre Dame, get the hell out because
I saw a ranking. They had Oklahoma already third and Texas fifth.
I mean, because here's my thing: like, how you gonna recruit?
I know. I know.
You got 5 monsters, 6 monsters in there. How you? Somebody gonna say, "Well, I want to go to Kentucky." Man, if you don't get the hell on somewhere,
hey, don't be disrespectful now.
No,
it just helps Texas now. It helps Texas now because you already got all the Texas kids.
Yeah.
And now that they're in the SEC, all the South, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, all of them will start going there too.
Yep.
So
for me, it'll be Texas, Oklahoma would be a good fit only for football purposes. Basketball, I don't think Texas and Oklahoma are really gonna matter as far as SEC play. But for football, like B was saying, man, it's
Q.
Yeah, I don't know. Basketball might be a problem, man.
Ooh, Oklahoma and Texas.
Texas is one of the top teams coming into.
Yeah, man. I don't agree.
They always are. Until the end of the season.
Tell you right.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. They're gonna smack Kentucky now a little bit.
Don't not basketball, football.
Well, B, that ain't hard to do. I mean, we just.
That's what I'm saying.
Make sure y'all clear about what sport y'all talking about, though.
You talking about basketball?
No.
I mean, Ralph. You saw what happened. You saw what happened last year, didn't you? And you gonna tell me that can't happen again? Come on, Ralph. All
right, we'll talk about basketball season when we get there, man.
I wouldn't want to talk about it either, Ralph. I wouldn't want to talk about it either, bro.
This is what Texas gonna do.
I know what B Legend won't be screaming this year is Illinois.
I bet. Right.
I know. I know.
Hey, but guess what? If they win anything, I'm gonna say, "Hey, y'all see them Illinois boys?"
I know
this guy.
But just like him,
but there's a difference though. I'm a realist. And I tell you they ain't gonna win that. But if they do,
you gotta live in that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ride with your team.
I ride with them. Listen, the season ain't even. I don't even know who on their team, and they ain't gonna win that. I'm still gonna ride.
William, he said the Big 12 might as well disband when Texas and OU leave.
Too much money.
What you got left? Kansas State.
You got TCU, Oklahoma State, Baylor, Texas Tech, Kansas.
Now, but guys, don't be stupid though. Don't think that just because those two teams leave, don't you think some other teams are gonna come?
I know. I would like to see Kansas, for basketball reasons, move to the SEC.
They'll take some Mountain West.
Then you really ain't gonna win nothing. You ain't really ain't gonna win nothing.
Chill, B Legend, chill.
But how they gonna do the BCS though? Like with all of them teams in the SEC as far as football, like I don't understand.
I seen something where they was moving everything into like 4 major conferences, like the SEC. I forgot what the 4 that they were using, but I could see them merging everything into 4 major conferences.
They also have been talking for years about at least 2 to 3 years about expanding the playoff from 4 to 8 teams.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, I think they should do it anyway. I think it'll be a good look.
Because you're gonna have Texas, like B said, you're gonna have Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, Alabama, LSU, Tennessee. Like you're gonna have them constantly knocking each other out every single year with 1 or 2 losses. So you're gonna have to expand the playoffs if something like this was to happen, man.
That's gonna be so exciting, especially for college football. Like that's crazy.
I think you're gonna have other teams move to the Big 12.
Crazy.
Other teams move to the Big 12. Big 12 will get powerful again, and you're just gonna have 2 major conferences there.
3.
This ain't the first time we saw it. The Big East tried to do the same thing with the ACC. It's just they waited too long. Yeah. They went all those years playing each other when they could have merged, and they waited till all the good coaches that they had got old.
Yeah.
So then you only got like 5 good years of Miami, Virginia Tech, Florida State,
like Syracuse,
But
Gonzaga need to go somewhere.
They do. They need to go to a bigger conference. They got
who's that?
Gonzaga, especially for basketball reasons. I mean, I know they don't. I don't even know if they have a football program.
Boom. Oklahoma, Texas leave Big 12. Boom. Gonzaga jump on in there.
Yeah, that's true. I like that. I like that. I like that.
That feels that void. But let me get y'all thoughts, Daniel. Will Texas and Oklahoma be good fits for the SEC?
I think so. I already spoke a little bit about Texas. Texas is football, like Alabama. You go to the South, now they're starting to get recruits from Florida, Georgia, everywhere else. Not to say they didn't, but now they have,
pipelines
open. Connection. Oklahoma, I don't know. Oklahoma's more of a finesse team. I don't know if Oklahoma will be used to that defense. That's the only thing for me. We know Oklahoma can score points, but I just don't know about the physicality. I mean, they played against Alabama. They play them good, but it's just a physical difference. But I think they'll be good fits. I mean, they'll both be better fits than UK. Vanderbilt.
Ain't no question.
You know what I mean? So
they trying to say SEC, ACC, Big 10, and Pac-12. Big 12 members will join Big 10 and Pac-12 4 mega conferences.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah,
that's back to what Ralph was talking about. So Deshaun put that out there.
That's what.
But that's all I'm saying. If you can watch UK play, you can watch Vanderbilt play.
I gotta stop it.
South Carolina's really been trash for like the last. But except for a few seasons here and there, they've been trash for like 15 years. You can watch them play. You know, Texas and Oklahoma will help the SEC out.
I think Texas will be fine. Like you said, Oklahoma is the problem because Oklahoma, they don't play no defense. They just want to outscore everybody. You know, the SEC, they play defense. That outscoring shit ain't about to fly with them down there in Oklahoma. So Oklahoma's definitely going to have to come off that finesse. Are they going to be just like UK pretty much, you know? Win 7-8 games a season, be happy with that, and go on about their way. Because Oklahoma ain't by playing the SEC playing the way they play. But go ahead, Ralph. You got this. Go ahead, man. You got something.
I'm just gonna say, I'm just starting out with the UK slander. I'm not even a UK football.
I mean, I got some.
I'm just tired.
I put Vanderbilt in there, man.
Yeah, I know, man, but that don't make it no better. That's like putting Missouri in there. Missouri, UK.
I mean, I feel like I feel like if you're gonna bring these two powerhouses in there. Considering the fact the way, Kentucky rolls and, they always got to be number one dog somewhere, maybe they'll go jump to another conference. Maybe they're
not going nowhere, bro. It's too much money in the SEC. Too much money.
Maybe they go maybe they go to ACC, be there with Duke or something. Or maybe
they waste our time.
Oh, maybe
if they come to the ACC, they will never win a conference tournament again.
I mean, I'm just saying they ain't gonna listen, they're not gonna deal with all that conference.
Roy Williams is not there no more. Remember that, North Carolina.
They're not gonna deal with that.
Yeah, Coach Cal was there and had that turn out last season.
Yeah. What's your new coach's name? You don't even know. You don't even remember his name.
I got one better.
It's TBD.
Yeah.
I got one better. Hey, the UK can move up to the Big Ten.
There you go. Y'all win that conference easily.
Nah, Ohio State got that football a lot.
Y'all can compete in football?
Nah. They ain't go to the Big State.
Right, that's true.
Yeah, y'all can. The only team y'all got to worry about in the Big Ten is what? Ohio State. Y'all can compete with the Michigan because they okay. They just good enough. They not that great. So y'all be all right up at Northwestern. That's right up your alley. Like
right up
I thought we was talking about Oklahoma and Texas. We talking about UK.
We talking about Oklahoma and Texas coming to the SEC, and we're gonna see y'all put y'all tail in between y'all legs and skirt.
I know. I would hate that for a UK fan. It's like, damn, we just started being decent in football. Now this shit here. Now we got to go right back to being at the bottom again.
Wait a minute, hold on, Q. You didn't say something that ain't right.
I said decent.
They're not decent.
Yeah, the UK's decent.
I mean, they go to the same bowl every year.
That's decent.
Oh man,
it's
okay.
Did they get a 10-win season?
Y'all don't bother
like
me.
1 10-win season.
I was gonna say they decent. They decent. I mean,
I ain't the UK football fan. Y'all
9 or 10.
Go ahead, bro.
Basketball gonna be trash.
No.
Ralph, who's your football team, Ralph?
Ohio State, bro.
See,
I should have known. I forgot.
Look at me.
We talked about this last year.
We did. That's why B. Legend just got the quarterback of the future in Chicago.
You
don't even realize. You don't even realize.
Whoa, cute. And y'all talk about me because I got my sons. And this dude,
but it's nothing new.
All the team,
it's nothing new.
In the United States of America, he gonna go to the Ohio State Buckeye that's competing for the championship every year.
Hey, I'm right there with you, Ralph, man. Let's go, Buckeyes. Let's go.
I hear you, Ralph.
If it was something new, then you might have a
Ralph, I hear you. Ain't
nothing new.
Ralph.
Anybody who know me already know.
Hey, Ralph, I'm
like Ralph said, man.
Fan and a Buckeye football fan. I'm right there with you.
Big Ten, Ralph. Big Ten.
It's all good.
I'm right there with you.
It ain't nothing new.
Speaking of down south, man, Michael Thomas just elected to have ankle surgery after having all season time. Yeah, that's how Ohio State players do. They soft like that. So anyway, so Michael Thomas elected to have surgery after all of this time. Training camp is about to kick off. So is the Michael Thomas situation a big deal or not a big deal? Daniel, go ahead.
I mean, I think it's a big deal for my guy. I mean, Jameis Winston, he's got to have somebody to throw to. Because if you take Michael Thomas out, you're throwing to a bunch of nobodies. Emmanuel Sanders is gone. Jared Cook's gone. So now you throwing to who knows? You might be throwing to Taysom Hill. You know what I mean? So outside of Alvin Kamara, you don't know who he's going to be throwing to. That doesn't set him up for success. I'm not a Michael Thomas guy. He thinks he's the best wide receiver in the league, and all he runs is slants. I don't really. I mean, that's not for me. But yeah, it's a big deal considering they moved off of Drew Brees. They're in a quarterback experiment. It's a big deal because now they don't have a receiving blanket.
Man, I'm right there with you, Daniel. He holds all the leverage because, like you said, without him, he's their, I ain't gonna say best offensive weapon because you got Kamara. But if you have Kamara, then teams can just pretty much focus in on him, and you know it's a done deal. But like you said, all Michael Thomas does is run slants. And if you don't believe me, go check the playoff game against the Bucks where we shut that shit down. We wouldn't have none of that. He didn't want no parts. But I think it's a big deal because he's their biggest offensive threat on the outside. And like you said, with no real quarterback production, you need him this season more than anything. And him being out for maybe the first 2 months of the season is going to be, the Saints is going to be trash anyways. But without Michael Thomas there, they're looking at a top 5 pick, bro. So I think it is a huge deal. And I don't understand, and maybe y'all can help educate me on this. Why did he wait so long to get the ankle surgery? Like, why did he wait until?
Because he don't want to go
through the season. He don't want to go through the season with the experiment.
He doesn't want to be. I'm sorry, Daniel. He doesn't want Jameis Winston as his quarterback, and Taysom Hill isn't much better of an option.
That's what I'm saying. He don't want to go through the experiment.
How many years on his contract he got left? How many years on his contract he got left? Anybody know? Because
at least 2.
Sure.
You say he got 2?
At least 2. He just got that deal. What's this? 2020? I think he got that deal in 2019.
You know what?
All right, man. This is a premeditated move, man. Michael Thomas knows exactly what he's doing. He's not a dumb guy. He's a very smart guy. He knew
it's your off, man.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas.
It's almost like
you want to win.
Comparing the Scottie Pippen situation to this one, where Scottie waited and he had to miss like the first 6 months of the season because of whatever happened. I forgot what happened that season with the Bulls, but yeah.
Jordan couldn't carry him, but like if I'm Michael Thomas, man, Michael Thomas, you want to win, you don't want no quarterback throwing you incomplete passes and all everywhere. Come to Tampa Bay, we got a spot for you. But B Legend, go ahead, man. What is this Michael Thomas situation? A big deal?
Tampa Bay.
No, hold on. You watch your mouth. It is Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But proceed, sir.
See, you want me to act ethnic, and I'm not going to do it. So, actually, do I think it's a big deal? No, because as everybody says, he's going to play there. They were going to be trash anyway. I mean, once Drew left, there ain't no Saints. What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about? His numbers are going to be in the trash. It's a smart play on his end. Does he sit out most of the year and demand a trade at the end of next year? Right. What the hell? All right, no.
All right, David, that's enough, Q. I need the Bulls record before Jordan came back that season. That's neither here nor there, Andrew. That's not a Bulls topic.
So I think he's just delaying this thing, try to get through the season. Probably come back and demand a trade next year, get up out of there. Maybe go to Green Bay or something.
Oh my God! For what?
Aaron Rodgers said he's gonna be gone by then.
He might be.
He's gonna play this year and then he's gone.
Hey, they bring Michael Thomas in there, he ain't going nowhere. But I'm just saying. My point is that I just think he's just gonna try to force his way out of there because now he's in the prime of his career. They ain't got no quarterback. I mean, you got James. I'm not entertaining Tampa hoes. I'm not. Yeah.
Talk, legend.
We do got some videos down there. But go ahead.
Yeah, you do. I can't wait for you bums to lose. See, I'm trying to. You trying to get me hyped up to talk about them damn Tampa Bay Bucks, and I ain't gonna talk about it because personally, I think that piece of.
You know what? I would be mad too if somebody whooped my son's ass. I wouldn't want to talk about them either. I wouldn't want to talk about them.
Well, you know how I feel about these kids, right?
Yeah, I know. So
I know how I feel about these kids. These kids is a problem right here.
We solved that problem. That equation was
sometimes you got to put your foot down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what we did.
So it is what it is, man. I'm okay with that. We'll be back this shit. We already know the Super Bowl. Well, we already know it's happening out there in AFC. We already know who's going to Super Bowl out there. We know who.
It's not your son.
Yeah, I know my son being Super Bowl.
We got the Ravens, we got the Browns, we got the
Broncos. It's a wrap.
Excuse me, Q. Excuse me, Daniel. What did you just say?
I said the Broncos.
Hey, I apologize, but looks like Aaron gonna sweet talk his way back to Green Bay, so they just snatched it right away from y'all, man.
I know.
Yeah. So
he was right there, Ralph. He was right.
He was right there 2 days ago.
He was right.
We still got Teddy Bridgewater. I'm cool.
Yeah. Okay. And so what I'm saying is, we already know that the money maker gonna be there. The money maker, Mahomes gonna be there in the Super Bowl.
He's not going.
We just got to figure out what's gonna happen in the NFC. That's all.
Is it a guarantee that
Casey's going?
What's up, Dave?
Y'all did almost beat the Chiefs last year.
Okay.
When Bridgewater was in Carolina, so y'all got a chance because y'all better than Carolina.
Yeah, but then
y'all's run game. Y'all just drafted another running back, and y'all got Melvin Gordon, and y'all got receivers everywhere. So
I'm not worried.
But they lost their key player. Philip Lindsay.
Who's that key player?
Philip Lindsay.
We don't need him.
Nah, they didn't even use Philip Lindsay.
We don't need him.
I don't know why they let him go, though.
That's my point. That's my point.
He wanted more money than
poor leadership. It's just a poor leadership.
Philly is going to the playoffs. Remember, I said I can remember you said it, Andrew, but they don't make it.
Drew, we are about to block your comments.
Hey, Drew, I'm gonna roll with you, Drew, and they gonna be
here we go.
He just want anybody to be Tampa Bay. He just wants. He don't care who it is.
Anybody be Tampa Bay. I don't care who it is. Hey, I tell you, hey Ralph, I tell you, you're gonna beat him again this year.
Who?
It didn't matter. Shit, they won the Super Bowl last year.
I know, but I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna tell you, you're gonna beat them again.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Hey, Ralph. Since we're talking to Ralph, I know who we gonna beat again, and then the AFC.
Who? You ain't gonna get to. You ain't gonna even play him.
MCs.
You're right. We ain't, because y'all ain't gonna be there.
No, because you ain't gonna get to the bowl. You got to get past my son.
Bro.
Who? Like we just did last year?
The Chiefs are not coming out of the AFC. You can mark it right now. I'm telling you. The Chiefs will not come out of the AFC.
I'm rolling with the Bills Mafia.
As Q said, as Q's uncle says, you want to put some dew on
it? I do.
We can do that as we get closer to the NFL season.
I can't
wait.
Hold on, Ralph. Or you want to put some stank on it?
But whatever. And we're going to stink it up even more because I got the Broncos winning the AFC West, and I said it.
Go ahead, King.
So anyways, like I was saying, about speaking of Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay situation, because Ralph done lost his goddamn mind today, bro. He's tripping. But anyways, you got Aaron Rodgers, you got Devontae Adams, all going back and forth with Packers management. So I'm gonna ask y'all fellas. I'm gonna let B cook last on this because it involves his ragged ass son, Aaron Rodgers. Who is at fault for the situation at Green Bay? For me, it's easy, man. It's Green Bay. They put themselves in this situation with the whole Jordan Love and then trying to push Aaron Rodgers out of the door when he had at least 2 to 3 more prime good years left in him, which I don't even know what the hell the Packers management is thinking, to be honest with you, by drafting the quarterback when he clearly needed help on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. So, and then you draft a guy that can't even help him, and he still managed to get to the NFC title game, win the NFL MVP as a, back to management. So to me, management started all of this, and then they're trying to save face by, catering to Aaron and, trying to do like, nah, we passed that, bro. We done with all that, man. Yeah. So for me, it's Green Bay. It's their damn fault. They in this mess to begin with. And then they get egg all on their face, and Aaron Rodgers is a sympathetic figure, which Aaron Rodgers is trash anyways. But Daniel, man, who's at fault for this situation in Green Bay?
Man, what's my guy's name? Mark Murphy. I mean, I guess you could partly say what's the Cowgirls coach's name? Mike McCarthy. He kind of sent them in this downward spiral. But yeah, management. I mean, you draft Jordan Love, which Aaron Rodgers was already playing this little game with management before the Jordan Love, a couple years prior. So Jordan Love just sent him over the edge. And then, like you said, they talked about trading him. He went to back-to-back NFC title games. They actually spent money on defense for the past 2 seasons. This year, they actually drafted some defense. I mean, they're trying to help him, but for 3 seasons, I just don't understand why they won't draft that man a wide receiver.
That's why I said they put him in this situation. It's almost like, not to cut you off, Daniel, it's almost like for the past couple of seasons, they try to set him up to fail. So they can say, see, this is why we need to get rid of him because, he's declining, he's this, that, and the third. It's like, well, damn, y'all ain't gave me no damn bite. What y'all want me to do around here? So it's almost like they were trying to set him up to fail to give them a valid excuse to get him up out of there. But go ahead, Daniel.
If they really wanted to set him up to fail, what they should have done was you could draft them good wide receivers and then give them trash offensive linemen. Then he ain't gonna have no protection.
They had that a couple seasons as well.
But they keep on getting them good offensive line. I think they top 3 offensive lines in the NFL. So as long as he's got blocking, he's gonna find somebody if you let him sit back there for 5 or 6 seconds. So I mean, they fumbled it. Like I said, I think he'll come back. He was either going to retire, but the problem with the retirement thing is they had rights to him, so he would have had to sit out 2 seasons. He's not going to sit out 2 seasons at his age. So he'll play this year, then he'll bounce. He'll find a loophole, and he'll bounce after that.
Yeah, he'll be with the Broncos. But Ralph, man, who's at fault for the situation that's going up in Green Bay?
Fellas, this is the most confusing relationship that I've seen as far as a quarterback in the front office. Especially when Aaron Rodgers has been one of the top 2 quarterbacks for the past 5. I don't know, 6 seasons. I just don't understand it. So, I mean, the ball has to fall on the front office of Green Bay. If you don't want him, like you said, I mean, it seems like they try to sabotage him. Then let the man go. If you don't want him no more, let him go. What are you holding on to him for? I mean, you go and get a quarterback in Love. I really don't know what his future holds. I really don't think you got the person to replace Aaron Rodgers. He'll be the person to kind of put a Band-Aid on it for a few years until maybe you get your quarterback of the future. But I don't have much faith in Jordan Love. So for me, it's just a confusing relationship between the quarterback and his front office. But like y'all said, y'all haven't given this man a wide receiver year upon year upon year. Y'all refuse to draft a wide receiver. Let the man go. Let the man be free. What are you holding on to him for? It just makes no sense. So,
hey, it's like a relationship where you ain't good for me, but I don't want nobody else to have you either.
Like he knows, I don't want nobody else to let that man go, and the Rams would have got him.
Absolutely.
Then you get to see the Rams go win a Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
And y'all couldn't do it for the last 5 years.
Yes, but go ahead, Legend, man.
Go ahead, Legend,
man. It makes no sense to me.
So whose fault is it?
Whose fault is it?
Well, what's the dude? Murphy, is that his name?
Yeah.
I equate Mr. Mark Murphy to Jerry Krause.
Okay.
I mean, clearly you had the best 1-2 quarterback in the league because it's either him or his brother.
Absolutely.
In the league. And you screw it up. Like, you don't get this dude no help. I mean, like, it just doesn't make logical sense. You know, the year before last, you were close, but instead of drafting somebody, you draft a quarterback. Why wouldn't you draft a receiver to help Devontae, to help Aaron Rodgers? Why would you do that? Or why wouldn't you go out in the offseason and go acquire a receiver? Or, why wouldn't you try to go out and get, Hopkins when he was available, or some of these other guys?
Hold on, B. It wasn't even they drafted Jordan Love. They traded up into the first round. So it's like, why couldn't you take that same energy and get Aaron Rodgers some help? But y'all went up into the first round to get a quarterback. But go ahead.
Correct. So I mean, these guys are professional. He's a professional. He's a diva. We all know that he's a diva. But he's very calculated with all of his steps. Everything that he does has a reason to it. Everything that he posts has a reason to it. And at the end of the day, they're all professionals. He ain't gonna turn down that money. He could either force his way out by forcing a trade, but then he says, okay, if I force a trade, where am I going? See, that's the other thing that people got to realize.
Yeah.
So at this age, if he's gonna force a trade, it's like when Tom Brady left. Tom Brady wasn't stupid. He's gonna go somewhere. He's gonna pick a spot where he had a chance to compete for a title. Where's Aaron going to go right now? Like, yeah, Ralph, you're right. Denver's a great place for him to go. He can come right in and fit, but they're not going to win the title. They're not. So the question is, where could he have gone that he could have compete and win the title? To me, as crazy as it sounds, There's only one place that he could have went, and I think if he would have went there, they could potentially win a title.
San Fran, LA.
2.
Cleveland.
Nope.
Is it AFC or NFC?
NFC.
NFC.
One is
LA and San Fran.
They're both NFC.
Both of them NFC.
That's what I thought you were talking about, the LA Rams.
San Francisco's one of them. And what's the other one?
I'm trying to think. With the Cardinals?
Nope.
LA Rams and the San Francisco are the best 2 for me. But.
That's what I was about to say.
And that's why I say what I'm going to say is going to be the craziest thing that you probably ever heard me.
You better not with Philadelphia. You better not say Philly.
You better not say Philly.
What are you going to say, the Giants?
Nope. The Cowboys. Because they got talent. They just.
I don't know about that defense.
No. The only reason I say that because they have talent. All they need is leadership, and he's gonna come in there. And he's gonna demand, and he's gonna lead. Now don't get me wrong. He could have went to other places too. He could have went to the Rams. He could have did that too. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, where was he gonna go? Once the dominoes started to fall, he couldn't go to the Rams. He could have went to Dallas. He could have went to San Francisco. He could have went to a couple other places. But once the dominoes fell, where's he going? So at the end of the day, he had no choice but to go back to where he was or retire.
But that Dallas thing though, like they ain't got no leadership, but that ain't got nothing to do with the defensive side of the ball.
That's what I was about to say. That's the first
he can have all the leadership in the world.
I mean, they got a good. I do. I believe they got a good defense. I really do. I believe they got. I do, but I think it's just my opinion.
This year they'll be a lot better on defense.
They're gonna be a lot. I'm telling you, they're gonna be a lot better
because they drafted well.
Yeah, because they still not gonna win.
And Michael Parsons is gonna be good.
Right, exactly. And it goes back to Tom Brady and his thinking and read why he's so smart. He wasn't dumb. He knew that Tampa Bay had a good defense. Yeah. He also knew that they had weapons offensively. Dallas got a good defense and they have weapons offense. They can run the ball and they can throw the ball.
So you don't believe in Dak?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he'll have a good season.
He's gonna.
But do I honestly think? And I'm just being objective, I find it hard to believe. Out of 4 people sitting on this panel, do you really think that Dak can lead the Cowboys to a Super Bowl?
I do.
In his career,
it won't be because of him. Now, if you want to say, you can't put it all on him. He can lead offensively, yes. He can't play defense.
No, he can't play defense.
He's got to do something when the game is 0-0. I don't care about his stats when they down by 20 and then he has 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I got you.
Doesn't matter. And that's all. And that's. I'm not saying that he won't play. I'm not saying he won't have good numbers. But I just think overall, because, like, for example, if Aaron Rodgers is in Green Bay, that relationship between him and Jerry Jones, Aaron Rodgers ain't having that. It's just not. It's just not going to happen. He ain't having that. So I just think he brings a different element to the game. I think he would have helped them. But ultimately, the best team that I think the best team we could have went to that would have definitely gave everybody the run for their money would have been San Francisco.
And that's the part I don't get. I mean, I get everybody's on that San Francisco bandwagon.
Shanahan, bro.
But I got you.
I mean, but and all I'm saying,
I don't feel like he has any weapons in San Francisco.
But here's my point, though. Where other than those two teams, where else could he go?
I mean, I hear what
you're saying. The Saints. Saints' defense is good. But he's used to throwing the no-name wide receivers, but he still would have had Michael Thomas, Jared Cook.
Yeah. But I don't even think they came up in the equation. I think that's, and I didn't even think about that. D. That's actually
a great fit. Yeah, Sean Payton.
Yeah,
and you knew Drew Brees was out.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good point. I mean, but other than that, like I say, I think his back was against the wall too because he ain't giving up that money, right? And he ain't gonna retire.
So what would you give up for Aaron Rodgers? How old is Aaron? What, 41, 40?
38.
38. So what would you give up for a 38-year-old quarterback?
He's 37, 38. He's up there.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
It's Aaron Rodgers, and I think he still has at least 2 to 3 years left in him.
I mean, I'm not.
You can have something. What you want? First round? What you want?
Yeah, I mean,
how many first is it going to take though?
That's the question.
Look at it this way, Q. Houston's asking for something ridiculous like 5 first-round picks.
That's crazy, bro.
I mean, I think they doing that out of spite because they know ain't nobody gonna give them 5 first round, so they can make it seem like they trying to trade for him, but they know he will be out of his damn mind to give up 5 first-round picks. That's your whole future. If you trade away 5 first-round picks, you might as well go ahead and sign your resignation right there, bro. Because
we know they'll take 3 like it ain't happening. They'll take 3 first-round picks easy.
Yeah, I mean, you make it seem like it ain't happened before, Q.
5 first-round picks? 5.
Well, it may not be 5, but I mean, you're gonna give up 3.
3, okay, all right, that's doable.
I'm gonna make you give up 3 and a prime player.
For A-Rod or for Deshaun?
Oh, for A-Rod.
I'm not giving up 3 and a prime player. Yeah, you can get a prime kicker.
I'm just saying that's what they're gonna ask for. They're gonna ask for 3.
Give you old Dan Carlson or something.
But then that's why I don't get about Green Bay. Why are you asking for so much when you don't want them?
Damn.
Aaron Rodgers must have somebody from the Green Bay Packers organization.
They wanted 3 first round, and I think they wanted a second and a third. I think that's what they wanted initially.
So 3 first rounds, a second and a third for A-Rod.
So do you
for
Deshaun
Watson?
Okay.
So do you give up 3
for Deshaun?
I'll give up 3. I'm not giving up 3 and nothing else.
Yeah, I give up 3 only because when I'm aging veteran, 26 years old,
you don't have to give up 3 plus this and plus.
I give up an aging good veteran.
So now for Deshaun, I easily give up 3. Like, here, you want 3? Is that it? 3 and a third? Here.
But you wouldn't give up 3 for Rodgers?
I don't
no.
Just because of the age, man. Just because of the age. If this was
MVP,
I get that, but if Aaron Rodgers was at still 32, 33, yeah, you can get those 3 first rounds. But 37, 38, I don't know. 3 first rounds is a lot for that age.
But y'all saying 37, 38, he's still top 5.
I was going to say, he's 37. He'll be 38 in December. But he's got at least 4 years left. Think about it. Even if you give up 3 first rounds,
it's worth it.
By the time he hangs it up. See, the only thing about him is he's not Tom Brady. Tom Brady's that weird guy, like that's cool with eating pistachios all day. He treats life like a joke. Like, yeah, I'm 45, I'm still killing them. And he sits in his house and laughs about that, and everybody's mad because he ain't over the hill yet. Aaron Rodgers is a different guy, so you don't know. He might play 2 seasons and just hang it up, even though he can play for 5 more years.
Just because,
because he's just a different kind of guy. Yeah.
I mean, because we get so many, so much negativity from people like Q and Ralph. Sometimes, just be like, is it even worth it anymore?
What negativity? What? I said Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 quarterback.
That's what I said. I've been saying all good about it.
I mean, no, Ralph, you said it correct. That guy out there, he said incorrect. Aaron Rodgers is 1 and 2. I mean, 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah. Hands down.
It's just
one of the 5 best quarterbacks.
No, listen, it's either him or his brother. They 1 and 2. I mean, there's nothing to talk about, Q.
I mean, we used to beat both of the brothers. So I mean,
you did, but they still 1 and 2. So
and back to back, as a matter of fact.
And let's make sure we get it straight. You didn't beat nothing. Your defense won. Tom Brady didn't do a damn
thing. We
thing.
beat Aaron Rodgers, and we told him, go in the house and get your brother. He brought his brother outside. We whooped his brother's ass, too. That's what we did.
Well, here's my point. Since y'all so down on my son in his fantasy football draft, just give him to me.
You got it.
He said, can't do it.
I ain't cute.
I ain't doing that.
You can have Rodgers. I want Mahomes, though.
Oh, no, wait, no. Don't touch my kids. You don't want them.
I don't need neither one of them.
I just want them numbers that I think Mahomes is going to put up.
Now he going to put up numbers.
That's all about numbers in fantasy. You know what time it is.
I'm going to tell you who I ain't going to take, though.
Who?
Tom Brady.
That guy wears me out in fantasy, bro.
Don't you dare take Tom Brady.
Oh, I ain't
one game, a man will have 5 touchdowns. The next game, a man will have 260 yards and a touchdown and 3 interceptions.
He ain't even on my radar screen.
We will be top 5 this season in passing.
Hey, Q, how about this? We'll give him to you.
I'll take him. I ain't saying I'm start him, but I'll take him.
Was that video of him throwing the ball at the thing that throws the ball back
at you?
That's gotta be edited, bro.
That's there's no way, bro. There's no way, man.
Hey, we
got Andrew. It's 100 to get in, baby.
I'll have me. I'm with that.
Are you the commissioner, Daniel?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
We're gonna have to do like at least 2 leagues though.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do it
because don't nobody want to play more than 14 teams in the league.
No, that's too much.
That's way too many teams doing that many. So
yeah,
now
you're gonna have to have.
Most leagues.
Because I played an 18-team league before, and nobody wants to do that.
No, because too many players being spread out. You ain't got no.
So
you got to really know football.
Yeah.
So Andrew, if you want to play, I'm gonna send you my Cash app, and you can send the money to me, and we'll get you in.
This guy.
And we're gonna give you all of your Eagles players too.
Man, you can have them all.
Every Eagle player you want, you got.
You can have whatever you want.
You say Devin Smith, anybody.
All of them.
All that.
Jalen Hurts, you got Jalen Hurts. He can have him too. For
Jalen
Rager.
Zach Ertz, you got him.
All of them, Andrew. Whoever you want, bro. We won't fight you. We won't fight you.
Miles Sanders.
You want Philly defense?
You got him.
You got Philly defense.
Philly kicker, you can have him too, bro. No
You got him.
Y'all crazy, bro.
Yeah, whatever you want, Andrew. Holler at your boy. We're gonna make it work for you.
We'll set it up for you. But man, we appreciate everybody who tuned in for another great show, Beyond the Game.
Yes,
you can always catch this show on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play Store, anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. You can always check your show out right here. Raph, you got something you want to say before we get on up out of here?
No, man, just another week of, trying to show y'all what's up, but y'all don't want to listen to me. So
hey, man, I'll listen to you next Junior Goat.
Man, stop saying that, bro. Like, people just throw it. Like, man, stop.
The Junior Goat.
Stop, man. Stop.
Well, man, Dan, you got something you want to say, man?
Hey, man, 6 more weeks to football. I can't be happier. They need to keep his schedule. Roll us right into the NFL training camp.
I like that.
Then I can forget about basketball for about 5-6 months.
Yeah.
That's a nice little, turnaround.
When is NBA free agency gonna start though?
A couple weeks.
Mm-hmm. You got to. Ain't got no choice.
Well, they already making trades. They've been making trades since the playoffs.
It's got to start in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really interested to see what's going on. But B-Led, you got something you want to say before we get on
I got 2 things I want to say. So next time that we talk next week, your USA basketball team.
Okay.
Where they gonna be at? Are they gonna still be in there in the middle round, or will they be bounced?
So if they take another loss, are they out of the medal round?
So right now they're playing for group play to see who will play for the medals right now, right?
Yeah.
So they lost, of course, yesterday. They play tomorrow, and I think they play Friday.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I'm not mistaken.
Now I think they play Iran next, and they play the Czech Republic after that.
Correct. Win both of those.
They
maybe the Czech Republic is beast, man.
They're decent. Yeah, they're decent.
They'll be in there. They'll be in there. I'm going to predict that they will be in there in terms of their group to compete.
They better be there.
But they will not.
Boy, if we lose to these two at one, if we
lose to Iran,
it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap, bro.
And then
that's gonna be hilarious.
And the second thing, we got 6 weeks until the first football game, so I need everybody to start getting prepared. Cause me and my guy Petey, we coming back.
Oh Lord,
the Pick'em show. It's gonna be fire. We gonna what's that other show? What's that?
Are you talking about the Spoken Minds joint?
Yeah, him, Ike, and what's that other that bum? Chris Jones. Yeah.
Jimmy Guap.
Jimmy Guap. Yeah. Y'all go check that show out, man. It's a decent little show, but we're gonna show y'all what it's really about. Me and my sidekick, Petey, crazy. I don't know. Pick with your heart.
Go Petey.
Yeah, whatever his name is, Petey Adams. So stay tuned.
Petey alive.
It's coming in the next 5 to 6 weeks. Y'all get ready. Can't wait to do the show.
Hey, man, let me ask y'all one question. How do y'all feel about that trade? I mean, to me, it didn't make much of a difference. Grizzlies, Pelicans.
Grizzlies don't they already got Sam Adams already?
Huh?
The Grizzlies got Bledsoe, and they got Steven Adams from New Orleans.
Oh, so
New Orleans got Valanciunas.
Okay.
And a bunch of picks.
Somebody got picks.
It made no sense, Daniel, like you said.
Somebody
it was just
no. Actually, it made sense because
for who?
Well, because
For Grizzlies, I guess.
The Pelicans was trying to get off of money with Bledsoe.
Yeah.
Nobody wants Bledsoe will never report to Memphis. He's gonna be a free agent. They're gonna cut him. So he'll have to find someplace else to play. So it's a salary cap thing for them as well. Now they bring Valanciunas in. They're gonna have him playing the 5, right?
I like
That's
him.
solid though.
I like him.
You like Valanciunas?
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, he's nice.
He's a versatile guy. You know, he's gonna. You know, you got Zion over there. I don't know. I think they're gonna play. Ain't they playing him at the point forward?
Bro, get that man to the small forward position.
Yeah, I thought they were looking at playing him at point forward.
So what they gonna do with Brandon Ingram then?
Brandon, he just played
Two guard.
Okay.
2 guard. Get him some jumpers.
But Ball is a free agent, so who's gonna be the point guard?
I don't think Ball's going. I don't think he's coming back.
That's my point.
He's saying who's gonna run point for the team
because they lost Bledsoe and then you lose.
They just gonna run point forward just like LeBron and them do. That's how they gonna do.
Yeah, they'll be in trouble for a long time
to handle that much offensive load.
I ain't gonna say because they got Brandon Ingram who will bring the ball up, and they got Zion that bring the ball up.
What now? Zion and Brandon Ingram's bringing the ball.
I'm just telling. That's what. Listen, Ralph. If you can go back and look at it and research it, that's what they were trying to play with.
They did at the end of the year.
That's what they were trying to do.
Now, is that why Van Gundy ain't there no more?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No, he just couldn't figure it out. He had 3 experiments in one season.
That's not the answer. They got to go somewhere else with that, man.
They got Willie Green, which will, he's a first-time head coach. But you know what I do like is that all of these, not only just former players, but all of these African-American former players, some of these looks, man. So I think that's really dope. I think the Orlando Magic got a black head coach. Of course, the Pelicans, of course, the Trailblazers.
But are they getting high-profile jobs, though?
Are they getting high?
I think you got to earn that, too.
Well, not no. Steve Nash didn't earn his shit, but I feel like I don't know. I'm happy that they're giving more of them chances, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I think the high profile job will come with when we see the higher profile former athlete turn to a coach. Then that's when I see like a Steve Nash type of guy get those type of jobs.
Tyronn Lue got a top job.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Well, who?
He got the Cleveland job.
What about the Celtics, man?
Huh?
What about the Boston Celtics?
Well, they took whatchamacallit out of the pop tree.
Udoka.
Yeah,
he's black though. Yeah, so okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like not a
top profile job.
So here's the deal on the Pelicans, right? So the Pelicans, by doing this trade, they create salary cap space for August that allows them to either match an offer sheet for Lonzo Ball or have the cap space to pursue a significant free agent point guard, including Kyle Lowry, others.
Kyle Lowry ain't going there.
He better not.
Nah, Kyle Lowry definitely ain't going there. But I do think they're gonna go into the market trying to look for a veteran point guard.
They're gonna end up with George Hill.
Hey, tell them Lakers fan, tell them they can have Dennis Schroeder. Yeah. Tell them they can have him. Y'all take somebody else.
I will pack his bag my damn self, bro.
Well, I mean, we gonna get DeMar and we gonna get Kyle Lowry on the.
I like that, man. I like
don't
that.
jinx it,
I
big.
like
Westbrook.
that,
no, don't you do that.
I like that.
What he said?
I said I don't think you're Westbrook.
Don't do that.
Some people are acting like that's the move.
Don't do that, bro.
Westbrook, he's
gonna piss LeBron off so bad.
Yeah. You know what, though? I think I'm not gonna say it's the move. I just think it would be very intriguing. Because
it would be.
Because I don't know. I don't think Westbrook acts like that with LeBron. I just don't. I just don't.
But let me ask you this. LeBron is a better decision maker than Westbrook. We know Westbrook's Mr. Triple-Double and loses in the first round, but that's neither here nor there. When it comes to clutch moments, LeBron is going to have that ball. And if it comes to getting off to a good start, LeBron is going to be the one running point.
Yeah.
So then where does that put Westbrook? Because he's not good off the ball. We saw that in Houston. He looked trash.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, that's the thing. I just don't know how it fits, right? I mean, because Westbrook's got to have a ball in his hands. I mean, I just don't know how it fits. But it's so many different things. It's just like, with the Bradley Beal thing. So what comes out now? Well, Bradley Beal's pissed because Sam Cassell didn't get another interview, right? Mm-hmm. And so now he wants out. And so now they're talking about, he could potentially go to Golden State. Now what? Now you put them three monsters on the team. Now what?
They got the best chance to get them just for what they have to offer.
They got the best package. They got Wiseman. They got the number 7 pick. Yeah,
17. 7-14, and they got picks and stuff. They can offer. What's that boy that can't hoop? What's his name?
Wiseman.
They got Wiggins and
Wiggins and 2 picks. I mean, they could do all for 2 picks. Wiseman and Wiggins. Take it. Give me Bill. And Washington gonna take that.
Nobody else can offer them anything.
Yeah, Washington gonna take that, and then you literally just created a monster for a long time.
God damn. Steph, Bill, and Clay.
That's a problem.
You know, Bill's my dog. I gotta go back on that post because I almost forgot to post my dog.
I mean, you can say what you want to say.
That's triple splash brothers.
Hey, man. What can you say?
That's a problem. that is.
Then you don't have to rely on Draymond Green at all.
But for me, I like
his ass might be gone too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can get rid of his ass too.
That's why I have an argument with Giannis's statement that he made, because it's almost like you got players like Bill, you got players like Lillard. It's like, what are they supposed to do? At some point in their career, they gotta go somewhere else to try to win it. They've given everything they can to their team. Like, what more do you want them to do? And obviously the team is not.
On that, Rob.
Obviously, the teams are not bringing in a supporting cast to help them get to somewhere. So at some point, they gotta leave, bro. That's the only problem I did have with Giannis' statement, man.
2 more losing years for Giannis, and he would have bounced too.
Yeah,
he would have been.
He got that injury break.
Now he's and the same thing with Dame, right? I mean, Dame can say all the stuff he wants to say.
Yeah.
But right now, the way that they are, I don't care if you got a chance to.
They're not doing it, bro. They're not
gonna play no defense. They came with CJ McCollum and Dame there. It's your backcourt's too small. You're not gonna win games. You're not gonna win enough to win the chip. And so it's almost like with Dame, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, wasting time.
You're just wasting time, and then you're gonna get pissed off because you can't win. Ain't nobody gonna report him.
No,
man,
no.
The NBA is either you contending or you not. There is no in between. Like either you contending for a title or you not. Everything, all that other bull is you just playing around, messing around, because the Portland Trail Blazers, the Utah Jazz is like, okay, yeah, those are nice stories, but we all know when it comes down to title contenders, ain't nobody really looking at them like that for real. So it's like, what like you said, Ralph, like you can only give a franchise so many years until it's like what's going there. Like,
absolutely.
And all my years here, the best y'all can do is CJ McCollum. Like that's
facts, bro.
That's the best y'all can do.
Like, y'all gave me the old Carmelo.
Thank you, the old Melo.
Y'all gave me the 15 point per game Melo.
Y'all gave me 6 man of the year Melo. Like what am I supposed to do?
So I mean, but Dame ain't gonna demand no trade, so he gonna sit up there so you can take him off. But if Bradley Beal move and he go out there to Golden State, you got problems. It's a problem.
It's gonna be a problem, man.
It's gonna be a problem.
We're not gonna speak that into existence.
And at the same time, then you're gonna force situations that a guy like Lowry and Rose are gonna have to go to LA just to build a team, and then people gonna say, oh, well, y'all built a super team because y'all had, well, hell, you got them monsters sitting out there. You gotta do something with them monsters.
Absolutely. I agree.
Because the Bucks ain't gonna be in it next year. They're not gonna be a factor. Then you got the monsters over there on the East Coast. You got to deal with them with that 3-headed monster. That's what I'm saying. Most of these guys in the league next year, they just collecting the paycheck.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm
saying. If
that
happens, the only team comfortable right now is the Nets. That's the only team that will be comfortable if that happens.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, because of what the Nets did, now it's other franchises are forced to be like, all right, look, we got to put some shit together here, bro. Because them motherfuckers over there, bro, like they got 3 killers. Like, what we got? What we got? Dame, CJ, and who?
Right now, we caught a break this year, but we can't go into another season like it.
Yeah, I mean, you literally don't have anybody that's gonna be able to compete with that other than your Golden States if that happened, your Lakers, you got the Nets, and who else?
I just want to put it out there.
They ain't gonna be Philly.
Q. Yo, boy started all this. He lit the flame.
Mm-hmm.
Take the blame.
No, we gonna go out with a bang. We gonna start it.
LeBron started this a long time ago, And you see where it don't get to right
He didn't start this. Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen started this with the Rockets.
We talking about prime Q. We talking about in their prime Q.
Hey, Q kills me, bro. He said Charles Barkley and Scottie Pippen.
Charles Barkley was 32 years old.
And he was fat. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
Yeah, he muted himself because he knew he was talking bull.
Exactly, he muted himself.
Yeah, that
was prime Barkley. I don't know what y'all talking about. That was prime Barkley, prime Scottie Pippen.
It was just a cool jersey to have his name on the back of.
It was though. There was some dope jerseys.
LeBron didn't start this. Barkley and Scottie Pippen started this thing here, man. So it is what it is.
You crazy?
But anyway,
y'all get ready for the trades because they happening.
It's got to.
I think you're gonna get a lot of trades. You know, you're gonna get some trades in the next couple of days, and you're gonna see a lot of movement in the next couple of weeks.
Me, Brian, and we about to sit down with Rob Pelinka and see what we can do and work some shit out because this ain't
why you doing that? I thought you was over there with Giannis.
Exactly.
That's my little bro. That's my little bro.
He's confused.
That's my little bro.
He said that's my little bro. Hey, the funniest thing, I can't wait to see y'all's face. The Nets is about to make one more move, bro.
Who you thinking, Daniel?
Mark my words, man. I'm
who
telling
you thinking?
Your boy's probably not gonna come back.
Who?
Dinwiddie.
Oh yeah, Dinwiddie may be out there with us.
Yeah.
Take him too.
Man. Y'all can have him.
I think the Nets need.
I ain't gonna say y'all because I'm partially y'all, but you know they can have him.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
but they gonna make a move once he's off the books.
Yeah,
they gonna make one more move.
And we gonna take up Buddy Hill too.
What we about to do?
That's somebody.
That's a move though.
The Nets should look at Buddy Hill.
Yeah.
Now they should.
We're gonna take Buddy too. We're gonna be. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna be loaded next year. We're gonna be loaded.
Because we know that Joe Harris is not going to show up.
He's not in. That's what I'm saying. He's not in.
Oh, they're going to make one more move.
They need to shoot.
Promise you.
Who's Joe Harris?
We don't know.
We forgot.
He disappeared in May of last year. He disappeared. Absolutely. We don't know.
That thing got like this, boy. That thing was so tight. That thing was so tight. He could.
Boy, he was collecting one hell of a playoff check, boy.
Absolutely.
I know
that boy went from
absolutely.
That thing he's still trying. He's still in that room. They still trying to get it out.
He had to go to the ER. They had to dig him out.
That boy got hemorrhoids and everything. That thing there was tight, boy. You couldn't even use no motor oil to get that thing.
Oh my god, bro!
But hold on, real quick before we get out of here. Andrew said, "My bad, my feet cut out." Did y'all answer? Yeah, we answered the BTG league question.
Oh, hold on, let me get that.
Go ahead.
What I need you to do, Andrew, pay attention. Okay, I need you to cash at me $100. We will get you enrolled in the league. And we'll let you know when the draft is. You can take and I'll let all the fellas chime in once again. I'm gonna give you first pick. You can take Jalen Hurts, and you can take Philly's defense. Go ahead, Q.
Hey, you said it all. You can have every player on the Eagles for all we care.
Every Eagles player that you want. Just give me $100.
Nobody wants it.
Andrew, this will be the first league that you probably ever play in where we ain't gonna fight you for who you want, bro. You can have all of them.
You can have every player.
We gonna let you say B. He can have the Eagles defense.
Everything. Before we pick any, this is what we gonna do. Before we make any picks, Andrew, we will let you pick as many Eagles players as you want. Before we pick anybody.
That's real.
We will sit back and let you pick whoever you want. We won't say a word.
And just let us know. Let us know when you done.
That's it. Oh man, but we're gonna get out of here, man. We appreciate it, fellas. I appreciate you for coming on today. Short notice. Yes. But we gonna get on that. Everybody appreciate you for sharing, and comment. We gonna get on up at this thing. But before we do that, we want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. And we added this thing, man. Peace.